Hello friends. Now let us take up PFG 7. This is the seventh program in our Python Feel Good series. Actually, this is preparing and displaying price list of items. Normally, you see price list of several commodities and all that. The type of price list. In fact, I need not explain this program because every element already explained to you. Nothing new to explain. But why I haven't given it as an assignment means there is only one reason. Grouping of statements. Grouping of statements, mark report program I explained. Okay, there are no hard and fast rules for that. You have to apply your common sense and do the grouping. By doing the grouping of the statements, already I told you advantage. The readability is improved. Suppose somebody reads your program. One group, if they read, they need not read further groups because all are copied and pasted. Okay, that is one advantage. Second advantage is you can save a lot of time in typing coding. So that is one advantage. The third one is the readability. As I told you, it is highly improved, and you can avert errors. Actually, in the original group, if you don't commit any error, and when you copied it and pasted it, then no errors are crept up. That point you have to understand. Many advantages are there. So that's why, as I told you, real-time programmers and all that, most of their code they copy and paste, and only 10 to 20% of code only they write on their own. So, but being a student, I don't encourage you much, but sometimes you that. If you are that, I am leaving it to you. If you feel that you get more practice by typing and all that, you do that. That is always good. Suppose you are confident everything you are able to write because when you are testing your knowledge, already I told you assignments. So without error you are able to do and all that, then you can go ahead. That is like a license to you to you can copy and paste. Otherwise, you are still committing errors in typing, coding, and all. Then it is better for you to type every code. Only these 10 programs, the 10 program take as a foundation and you work strictly according to my guideline. Don't be lazy nor over smart. Over smart people are very, very dangerous. Lazy people tomorrow or day after tomorrow, they may realize. But over smart people never realize. Now we see on the roads and all that, some people ride the bike, it's a lot of speed at 70, 80 kilometers and go. But ultimately what they do, at the traffic signal, they should wait like others. And there is no use of going with 70, 80 kilometers and all that. Go with 40 and 50 or 30. That is enough. So that's why again and again I warn over smart people. Many students are very over smart. They feel that they know everything. But with that overconfidence, somewhere they have to pay price. Okay. Now let us focus on the program. Nothing new here. Here first we understand the output. Actually, here three items are there. Item names you give triple A, triple B, triple C. Once you get proficiency, you can give the name of the sugar, name of the grain, etc. and all that. But time being, you give triple A, triple B, triple C. Thereafter, grade 1 price, grade 2 price, grade 3 price you have to give. Ultimately, because different grades are there. If you see the average price, what is the normal price of that particular thing? Suppose rice is there. Rice, different grades are there from 30 to 70 or 80 might be there. So, if you see the average price, then you can form an idea. That's why here average price you have to calculate and do that. Okay, this is your task. Okay, now let us see the program. Uh, Actually, here mainly the grouping. How I am grouping things you have to strictly follow. 3 4 programs if you make the appropriate grouping, thereafter any program what is the appropriate grouping you can understand. As I told you, I cannot give you a plus b plus c into d. There is no hard and fast rule for that. Now we see, actually normally one item, every item you make a group, every item you group. In the mark report program what we did, Subject 1 name, subject 1 marks. That is a group. Subject 2 name, subject 2 marks. Like that here group comes. As far as the item is concerned, each item, one group we make. Okay. Now we see item 1. Item 1 name. Thereafter names, don't be lazy. Now we see you should represent now item 1 grade GRD, people can understand. Then price, like this you must write. In a professional program you must write like this. In a student program any nonsense they may write. They give ABCD. But what is ABCD tomorrow they cannot tell. Don't do that. Be think like a professional and work like a professional. Now first group. Now we see nothing to be explained. Actually first one is a string. Item name is a string. That's why you need not make conversion. As far as remaining three are concerned, you have to make. We are taking them as int only. Don't take a float. If you are interested, you take that, but I don't encourage. So within this only you write. So totally for 9 statements, you have to use int. You have to use int. So first group you correctly write. First group item 1. You write everything correctly. Once again, twice you check. There should not be any mistake because you are going to copy them. So how much time you are saving? That's why suppose if any error is remained there, it is creeped up into other group. Again, lot of big headache. Whatever time is saved by pasting, copy and paste, then more than that you have to waste. That's why whenever you are taking one source block for copying, you check it twice, thrice, and ensure that it does not contain any mistake. Then you copy that. Okay. In that way, simply write. I need not explain anything to you. And one thing I am telling you, actually, I think like a student. That's why I'm able to understand their problem. Even though some students feel that I am not explaining properly, you can write to me. I don't mind. In my explanation, I try to give meticulous information in a better manner. Okay, that is the input section. Now we came to processing section. Processing section actually simple thing. Three things we have to make average. So simple way I am giving. Suppose this is item 1 plus item 2 price plus item 3 price. Okay. Now simply we are not expecting fractional part. That's why 3 we are writing. 3 we are writing to find out average price. Actually one mistake, logical mistake might be there. You have to put them in parenthesis. Otherwise, the 3 will divide the last item only, not other. So, the sum should be divided by 3. That's why carefully study the code. If you miss that, you get result, but that result are not according to your expectation. So, here you just remember that this bracket is required. The sum should be divided by 3. Here, if you use a single one, you get a fractional thing. We don't want fractional paise. That's why you put 2 slashes. So it is like that. This is also you can copy and paste. But while copying and paste, first line you get 1. Next line where 1 is there, it should be replaced by 2. Third line where 1 is there, you have to replace it by 3. So like those points you must remember. Every time I should not tell you. Okay. By that processing section we have written. As far as output section is concerned, nothing to explain because already I showed you the output. Strictly according to the output and formation, you have to write every line of the code. After completion of every line, you check it thoroughly. Check it thoroughly and not after execution. Check it thoroughly and ensure that it does not contain any mistake. Then only go ahead for compilation. So we have written 4 sections: documentation section, input section, process section, and output section. Then ultimately you come to output. Here one very important point I tell you, many times I am telling you. When I experimented, gave the assignment to many students in colleges and all that, They have given input values as they like and got it. One grave mistake they committed, that is also a matter of common sense. Any good you take, rice, sugar, or anything you take, then grade 1 price is higher than grade 2. Grade 2 price is higher than grade 3. But suppose in this case, what I have given 95, 92, 89. Ultimately 92 is the average price. Some students, how they gave, how almost all students gave grade 1 90, grade 2 95, grade 3 as they like. So that is the matter of common sense. One thing you may write with 1 or 2 hours effort, you write this program. If you give inputs like this without having common sense, you are degraded. You are entitled to get 99% or 100%, but the person gives you only 50%. That point you have to understand.